The NBA's biggest, well, probably second biggest fear has just been realized. The biggest fear was the Denver Nuggets getting a bench unit, and the second biggest fear was the Celtics having depth. Sam Hauser has really stepped up over the last couple of games, and if a couple other guys like Al Horford and Peyton Pritchard can step up even more, that will be huge because they already have two really good superstars in Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Now, Hauser is averaging about 10 points per game on over 40% shooting from three. So like I said, once Pritchard or Horford step it up, they're going to be looking good because they also got a really good starting five, a really good, rounding out that starting five with Jrue Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, and Derek White. So we're going to be talking all about the Boston Celtics here today, so make sure you stick around till the end of the video. Hit the like button and leave me a comment down below, as well as hitting that subscribe button. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel, so make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It only takes like a minute out of your time. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. The best starting unit in the league right now, especially with Jamal Murray being out, it's kind of definite. Now, when Jamal Murray is back, it's a little bit more of a conversation, but Jrue Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, and Derek White. That is a super team. I mean, Derek White is the only weak link, but he is an elite defender. Jrue Holiday, elite defender. They can give you 20, but he averages like 13. You got your two stars, and then you got Kristaps Porzingis, kind of the wild card. An early MVP favorite this year is Jayson Tatum, 28.4 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's played in all 10 games so far, playing a pretty good share of minutes, and he's so efficient. Last night, that and 1-3 he had against the Knicks, that just put the nail in the coffin. 53% from the field, 40% from three, 1.2 steals, really helped him pull away last night. And then, he's got a 31 PER, which is tops in the league. 31% usage rate, also tops in the league. He's getting the ball one out of every 3 times they go down the court, essentially. And the man is still 19 years old. The crazy part, the 19-year-old MVP candidate. Crazy. Now, if you comment right now about this man just said Jayson Tatum is 19 years old, you should feel ashamed of yourself. Now, let's go ahead and get going here with the guard clamps on this squad because, yes, their wings can really score the ball, but their perimeter defense is no doubt led by their guards. Bald Derek White at the beginning of the season was looking like Michael Jordan, okay? I couldn't really tell a difference. If corporate needed me to find a difference between those two players, I wouldn't be able to, but he's back down to earth a little bit now, only averaging 12.5 points, 4 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. He was averaging like 20 through the first 3 or 4 games of the season. Had a little bit of a return to earth. He's only played 8 games. He's missed a couple. But he is shooting at 47% from the field, 42% from 3. Really good defensively. A steal and a block per game. Derek White has been solid this year for the Celtics. Ever since they made the Derek White trade, they've just been on a different level. And then this picture right here shows you how good Jrue Holiday is defensively. That just kind of gives you an idea of what his own ball defense looks like. This year he's averaging 13 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 5.5 assists per game for the Boston Celtics. And he's doing that while shooting at 45% from the field, 36% from 3, which is honestly a little bit lower than his career average from 3. 31 minutes a night, but he's averaging a block and a steal per game as well. So between Derek White and Jrue Holiday, you're getting a block and a steal per 30 minutes from your guards. Elite stuff, as well as the other stuff that they create that doesn't show up in the stat sheet. I mean, they cause havoc for other teams trying to penetrate into the lane, trying to knock down the 3 ball. It's tough on a guard duo like this. And then they have the game changer, the unicorn. Kristaps Porzingis, 20 points per game, 6.2 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per night. Truly a game changer for this Celtics team, because they're able to do so much more than they were last year when they had to start, say, a 38-year-old Al Horford to go out there and play the role that Porzingis is playing now. Porzingis is shooting at 56% from the field, 41% from 3 in 30 minutes. And the big thing for him is he's got to stay healthy. So far, he's done that. He's played in 10 out of 10 games. Knock on wood. Hopefully, I didn't just jinx him. But so far, so good in the Kristaps Porzingis experiment. Another thing here, I told y'all Jaylen Brown was going to be back. Y'all wanted to freak out. Y'all wanted to say, we just gave him $300 million and he can't even go left. Wrong. Okay, Jaylen Brown is heating up. Y'all just got to be patient. Boston fans, be patient, okay? Learn from a Hornets fan here. You can be patient. We've been being patient since like 1990 to be good again. and it hasn't happened, but we're going to keep being patient. Celtics fans, y'all are a little bit spoiled compared to us. But he's averaging 23 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 3 assists. 46% shooting from the field, 36% from 3 in 32 minutes. Again, like I said with Drew Holiday, I'd like to see that 3-point percentage come up a couple of points, but they're winning. I mean, they are 8 points away from being 10-0. They lost to the Timberwolves in overtime and then lost to Philly by 3. Man, that Timberwolves team is good. Timberwolves video coming tomorrow, so make sure you stick around. But yeah, like I said, the bench unit, like I said in the open, is stepping up. They've got a guy in Sam Hauser who is stepping up. We said one of these guys was going to have to step up. Okay, Sam Hauser, he stepped up. He's averaging 10 points a game on over 40% shooting from 3. Now, Peyton Pritchard and Al Horford, they got to step up next. Luke Cornett's doing his job. Okay, he's playing his role in his limited minutes. He's getting a few points, a couple blocks. He's playing really good in the paint. Peyton Pritchard's been horribly inefficient. Al Horford's been horribly inefficient. Once those two guys start to play even better, I mean, that just makes the whole dynamic of this squad even better. I mean, it increases tenfold. And then you look at these three right here. They're going to need one of these guys to step up and be a difference maker. Or maybe O'Shea Brissett. O'Shea Brissett or one of these three is going to have to step up for the Celtics team and become a guy off the bench that can be a really good scorer. If not, they're going to have to trade for one by the deadline or start bringing somebody else off the bench because there's just not enough scoring right now off the bench unit. And Sam Hauser can't even really create for himself. That's mainly Peyton Pritchard or other guys driving and kicking. But Peyton Pritchard was out there in closing minutes last night against the Knicks. So looking at this schedule, like I said, in all seriousness, they are 5 games or 8 points away from being 10-0. And those 2 losses came on the back end of a 3-game road trip. So a little bit of tough luck there. But looking ahead for the Celtics, looking at what they got at Philadelphia tomorrow night, should be a good one. Then they go to Toronto, to Memphis, and to Charlotte. So they win against Philadelphia. You're looking at an easy route to 12-2. And then you got to go home and play the Milwaukee Bucks, which will be tough. But beating Philadelphia on the road, who they've already lost to once, will be tricky. But looking ahead, I'm really excited for this Celtics team. I'm very excited about how Drew is fitting in with this squad. It's looking really nicely. Same thing with Kristaps Porzingis, how he's fitting in very well. I mean, there have been other teams, cough, cough, Memphis Grizzlies, that tried to make some additions in the offseason and things did not go well. However, they don't have Ja Morant, so there's an asterisk there. But, we're seeing this all around the league, really. These new additions coming in and instantly making an impact in Houston, in Boston, all over the place. Except for, of course, if your team doesn't do anything like the Charlotte Hornets. So, yeah, with that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. I know this is like my 3rd Boston Celtics video in the last couple weeks, but, I mean, hey, they're playing really well right now, so got to keep talking about them. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.